Hello everyone, welcome to tutorial 5. This short video is basically to introduce you to how Google Earth can store and manage your information. And I do this now so you can be thinking about the projects that you'll need this for, particularly if you're documenting information that is time sensitive, so that it can be quickly organized, accessed, and understood by you, your team, or people that you're sharing it with. So to begin, Google Earth does have a folder and subfolder structure that you can use to save your data as a single file. So in order to add a folder, you go to the Add button here, Folder, and it'll bring in a new little document here to add a folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this Farm, or maybe I'll just call it Agriculture. So, and when I click OK, I named it, and now I'm going to click OK. And I've got a folder here now that has agriculture. So this is going to be the folder that I store all of my subsets of data. So I'm going to create another folder. So I'm going to right click on the folder where I want the subfolder to be developed, and I'm going to create another folder. And this one I'm going to call Farmhouses. And next I'm going to create another subfolder, and I'm going to call that Farms. Okay. So now I have two subfolders. So if I want to save this folder structure and save the information that I'm creating, I'm going to say Save Place As, and I'm just going to tell it to save it as agriculture. And this is going to create a KMZ file that if I click on it, it'll open it up. It'll open up Google Earth and go to the area that I'm creating data. So right now, I have a main folder called Agriculture, and I have Farmhouses and Farms where I can start adding information. And if you, as you're creating information, you want to turn off different pieces of information, this is why I create subfolders, because if I'm creating information that has farmhouses and then the farm area, and I no longer want to display one of those things, and instead of having to check off every piece of data that I have, I can just turn off the folder, and it'll turn off all of the items that are within that folder, and it can display it that way. And also you can save a folder that's specific and save it as a new KMZ file. So if I want to create a separate file that are just farm location or farm area locations or just farmhouses, by organizing it this way, I can just create that file. So I want you to keep that in mind when you're creating your data. How would you like to organize it? What subfolders do you need for your project so that you can quickly access the information and display the information that you need? So that's the basics of this data management tutorial. And keep in mind, when you do save it, if you save it on your desktop, it is only stored in the desktop. It's not shared over the internet. It's not shared over anything else. So it's just stored on that desktop. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.